Good day and welcome to my presentation on Ansoff's Product Market Matrix. Ansoff's Product Market Matrix is a strategic planning tool that helps link a company's general strategic plan with its marketing strategy. The matrix, developed by Igor Ansoff in 1941, is a model that looks at 4 alternative growth strategies. The first one that it looks at, that we're going to be discussing, is market penetration. This model looks at existing products being offered to a company's existing markets. The second, being market development, looks at a company offering existing products to new markets. The third one, product development, looks at new products being offered to a company's existing markets. And the fourth one, not only does a company offer new products, but it offers new products to brand new markets. Let's begin. The first strategy being discussed is going to be market penetration. As we can see by the model, it looks at existing products for a company being offered to its existing markets. This strategy holds the least amount of risk when compared with the other strategies that form part of the model. The company can use existing resources and capabilities to increase its market share and overtake its competitors. This strategy works very well if the company is part of a growing market. By simply maintaining its market share, the company will grow in a growing market. As the market leaves the growth phase or reaches saturation, however, the company may need to seek another strategy if it wishes to grow further. Let's have a look at some current day examples. Changing the packaging, for instance. The company can change, for example, shampoos and conditioner packaging into, for example, travel packaging. Changing the pricing, for example, offering discounts to its current customer base. The third one that we can see here is minor adjustments being made to the products. So, for example, if you've ever seen an advertisement on the TV that shouts a new and improved product, that would be an instance where a market penetration strategy is being used by that company. The second strategy that we're going to discuss is market development. In this instance, market development looks at new markets for existing products. This could be, for example, when a company targets a group of consumers in another area or, for example, country, or offering the same product to a different age group, for example. In this instance, the company is expanding into a new market, which means a market development strategy holds more risk than a market penetration strategy would. The company will look at its existing competencies related to specific products and increase investment in advertising more often than not. Let's have a look at some current day examples. Now remember, market development, we're looking at existing products to new markets. An example could be in terms of PlayStation. PlayStation came out originally being targeted to younger individuals. Nowadays, it's aimed at both the young and the old. Another example could be the electric cigarette that was introduced in one country, and now we are seeing it in many countries. The third strategy that we're going to be looking at is product development. A product development strategy looks at a company developing new products and offering these products to its existing markets. In this instance, the company will rely on its strengths related to its specific customers rather than its new products. These would be more often than not, there would be more often than not a large investment in research and development. This strategy will then hold more risk than simply attempting to increase its market share, which would be the market penetration. So once again, with more risk in developing a new product. Existing customers may not take to that new product, which could lead to major product failure. So companies need to be careful in this regard. Some modern-day examples for product development, as we can see here, Whole Foods market, a various range of products to its existing clientele, customers. Another one could be a new form of shampoo and conditioner for Nivea's customers. And the third one, here we're having a look at chicken salad. It looks very yummy, I know. But this is actually a chicken salad that was introduced by McDonald's. Everybody knows McDonald's is famous for burgers and chips, but now, lo and behold, there is a chicken salad. This is the perfect example of product development. Finally, we're going to discuss the last strategy on the model, being diversification. Now this is obviously the most risky strategy of all 4 strategies on the model. It looks at a company producing a new product line for a brand new market. This strategy could be outside the company's core competencies. Although the riskiest, it could carry a high rate of return and the opportunity to enter into a very attractive industry. This requires significant investment in research and development, marketing, and in many cases, training. Let's take a look at some examples. Now here we see an Apple iPod and iTunes. Of course, this would be an example of Apple entering into the music business with a new product being the iPod and through iTunes. This was a completely new area for Apple itself. There could be instances where a company follows more than one strategy at any single point in time. For instance, an existing product to an existing market, an existing product being exported overseas, and at the same time, it could be developing a brand new product for not just its existing customers, but for new customers as well. A mix of these strategies would obviously depend on a company's appetite for risk. It would also depend on where the company is currently in terms of growth and what its plans are for future growth. So that was the Ansoff product market matrix. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation today and have a great day.